Hey everybody, welcome. We are CGI, Chaotic Good Improv, and it's Saturday night, and we hope that you can actually hear us this time. We are here to bring just some silliness into your life, so we hope you enjoy our show. Before we get rolling, Chad, is there anything you need to share with your Twitch audience over there?
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you guys for holding on through the technical difficulties. That should have taken care of everything. So if you're having issues and if you can't hear me, please refresh your browser, which I don't know why I'm saying that out loud if you can't hear me. But you know what? I put it in the chat. So, hey, read the chat. How about you? But we do appreciate you guys being here tonight. And want to give a special thank you to Hiller Burton and E. Conklin72 for the follows on Twitch. We are Chaotic Good Improv. We do bring this to you every Thursday and Saturday night, as well as Tuesday nights, in which we do some gaming on Twitch, and that's primarily how we're supported right now, through you, the viewers. So if you like what we're doing and want to throw a couple of coins in the hat, go to twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov. Go ahead and donate your subscriptions or Twitch Prime subscriptions, which you have. If you have Amazon Prime, you can support us at no additional cost to you. And we really appreciate it. But the best thing you can do is, right now, I mean, you've had a little bit of a head start. Go ahead and let folks know, let your best friends, let your best enemies, let everyone know that we're here bringing the loud, live, funny to you tonight. So, yeah, more viewers, the merrier. Follow us and do whatever you like. And, but yeah, since we're having a little bit of a late start, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our host for the evening, Melanie.
Thank you so much, Chad, who is just sort of becoming the Vanna White of our Twitch stream, and we love it. Just spin those letters, girl. All right, so I just want to introduce our cast for tonight. We have a whole crew here, and I'm so excited to introduce Patrick. Yahoo! And we have Pierce. And Noah. And Jack. And Katie, my sister from another mister. And we are CGI, and we are going to do some improv for you tonight. If you've never seen improv before, that is okay, because we are just going to be making stuff up all night long. But we're going to need you, because we need you to make suggestions. Chad will be asking you for things like locations and weird items, and I'll be asking you. Everyone's going to be asking you all night, even after the show. So go ahead and put those in the chat, and we were going to be incorporating them into our scenes. So for starters tonight, I want to start with the game Change, and this is going to be for Patrick and Pierce. So what I need from you guys in the audience is I need a restaurant chain, some kind of restaurant or place to eat, a place you can eat, something that involves food. And what's going to happen is these guys are going to start their scene, and at any point in the scene, I can yell, change, and they're going to have to change the last thing they said to something else, and I can do that as many times as I want. And if I'm satisfied, they have to continue the scene with this new suggestion. So do we have anything, Chad? I see you laughing, so
oh yeah,
I'm worried.
Everyone's favorite, Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
I could have sworn it was going to be Hooters. Okay, all right.
It's family friendly, Patrick. All right, so this is Change with Patrick and Pierce, and in 3, 2, and 1.
I am stuffed. Oh my God.
You know, I thought I would be full by now, but I think I can do for one more round of breadsticks. Is that too much? Is it too much?
You always get one more round of breadsticks.
Oh, I just have, whatever a sweet tooth is for buttered bread,
Change.
I just want to really celebrate our anniversary the way I want to celebrate it, by overeating.
Change.
Well, you always have room for one more glass of wine, so I can have one of the extras too.
I love Olive Garden because they bring you wine with a straw.
Well, that's just because they're so COVID friendly now.
No, it's a different experience, but yeah, it's. I know it's our anniversary and all, but I I brought you here to our favorite place because I need to tell you something.
Change.
I brought you here to our least favorite place because I need to tell you something.
Change.
I brought you out in public so you wouldn't freak out too much with what I'm about to tell you.
Oh, what is it?
You're pregnant.
Oh my goodness. How did you find that out?
Well, let's just say that anytime you go to the bathroom, there's been a little cupping.
A test under the seat?
Wait, change.
Let's just say that those track marks in your arm when you wake up, that's not heroin.
Change.
The doctor called. She told me over the phone, and I wanted to surprise you.
Oh, honey, I'm so excited. If I would have known I was pregnant, I would have not drinking so much wine tonight.
Change.
I would have eaten way more breadsticks because I really need the carbo load for the physical task of giving childbirth in 9 months or 8 months.
You're gonna need all the energy because you know what? I'm not gonna help at all. I think this is your voyage alone.
Daniel, you're not going to help me at all. Are you leaving me?
Change.
Daniel, you're not going to help me at all, but you're staying with me, right?
Change.
Daniel, you're not going to help me at all, and honestly, I'm pretty relieved by that. You're a terrible father to the other children.
Look, I did my 90 seconds of work. The rest is up to you.
And scene. Oh my gosh. Those are the kind of people that probably eat at Olive Garden. No offense, but
no offense, guys. You're probably just
with our Olive Garden sponsorship. I'll have you know.
I think I've overheard that exact conversation at Olive Garden while waiting on my 4th bowl of soup. All right. So that was weird and wonderful. Our next scene is for Jack and Katie, and it is A to Z. So I'm going to need just 2 letters. This is a really easy suggestion. One letter.
Yeah, just one.
One letter.
Not 2 letters.
I was doing a letter sub. 1 letter, even easier, 1 letter. And these guys are going to do a scene, and we're going to start at the letter that you give us. And they're going to do a scene, and each sentence has to start with the next letter in the alphabet. So if they start with J, that sentence has to start with J, and they have to go all the way around, back through the alphabet, and we'll see how well they know it, how often they watch Sesame Street. So do we have a letter, Chad?
Yes, we have, Sesame Street is apparently brought to you by the letter F, Foxtrot.
F. All right. So they are going to start with the letter F and then move through the alphabet and come back. And now we also need a suggestion of a relationship. It's not like a couple, just a relationship of 2 people.
But otherwise, thank you for the F in the chat.
Yep, that shows some respect right there. By the way, also, while we're waiting for that relationship, I also want to give a special shout-out. Thank you to Rock Umbrella 0928 for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Okay, the suggestion for the relationship is a teacher and student's parent.
A teacher and the student's parent. And this is A to Z, starting with J, with Jack and Katie in 3, 2, and 1.
Forgive me, these allergies are terrible. I am so sorry. I thought I was saying something, but the dust in the air caught my lungs.
Goodness, you were having a moment there. I was a little worried for you.
Hey, at least we're all fine. I'm so glad you came in. You know, Timmy's been a real pain in the butt.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Jesus is right, you know. I mean, we have to do unto others as we would do to ourselves, and that's why I'm glad that I've come to you, because I would not tell him to come here. I'm not making sense. Let's get down to business.
Kind of confused after all of that chit-chat, but yeah, if we could just focus on little Timmy.
Let me explain. My name is Bill. I come from a long line of Bills, and my son's name is Timmy. Obviously, he's not going to fit in, and he's not fitting in at school. What are you doing about it, Teach?
Well, I can see now why he's not fitting in too well. We're gonna work with him on those social skills, Bill.
Now, hold on a second. It appears to me that might have been an insult.
Oh, I am so sorry that it just appeared that way. What I meant was, I can see, I am confused why Timmy struggles so much with such an eloquent parent such as yourself.
Perchance, maybe Timmy's not the one at fault here. Maybe Timmy's right. Maybe you're the problem.
Okay? How could I be the problem?
Ringo, Tango, are we talking about Spanish now? I don't understand this.
Surely you don't mean to suggest that I, as the instructor, am the problem in this classroom.
Timmy's not failing math. That adds up to me.
Unbelievable. Sir, I feel like we just need to... There's something I need to tell you.
Very well, get on with it. I mean, look, Timmy might be right, but I sure is... I'm sorry, I get ahead of myself.
Well, Timmy has been tying people's hair to the ceiling fan. We're really baffled, honestly.
X, that's gotta go. That's gotta get out of here. I'm not a fan of that. We Family Feud that one. Get that call third strike. I'm glad.
I am so relieved to hear you say that because it's causing a real problem. You know, he's just such a disruption.
0 minutes, zero toleration, zero about that from Timmy. I haven't heard him say a word about that. I thank you for bringing this up to me.
Absolutely. It is my pleasure to report your child's shortcomings.
But this does not excuse the past insult. I am a little still, how they say, hurt by that, you know?
Could you be more specific about which insults?
Don't insult me again!
Everyone knows I was kidding. So sorry.
There's so much dust in here. I'm leaving.
And scene. Awesome. Oh my goodness. All right, Chad, you're going to take us on this next journey, right?
Absolutely, I am. Once I actually press the right button. Yes, absolutely. So, what we're going to do, we're going to move on to a game called Objection, and there we go. This finally found my little words for it. So, and it didn't work. There we have it. All right. So guys, what we're going to need for this scene is we're going to need like some kind of debate, but some kind of like innocuous debate. Nothing like really heavy, down to earth stuff. Just like something that people would argue about, like two sides of an issue. Because what we're going to do is we're going to play a game called Objection. So how this is going to work is we're going to have two of our actors, let's just say Pierce and Noah. We'll go ahead and get you... Oh, yeah. That's right. Pierce and Noah, let's go ahead and get you to argue either side of a particular argument. And then at any point, any of the other actors can yell objection. And they will present why their objection is valid. And I, acting as judge, jury, and executioner, will validate and keep that going along. So at any point, they'll yell objection, I'll acknowledge, and they can say whatever they... If that sounds confusing, don't worry. It'll make sense once we get into it. All right. So, right off the bat... So we have an argument about peeling the skin of a peach or eating it with the skin on. So skin on or skin off? Who wants to take either side of that?
I will take skin on, please.
All right. So Noah will take skin on and Pierce will take skin off. And so I hereby call this great debate to order in 3, 2, and 1.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's very clear how a peach is best eaten. With the skin on, okay? Now, The reason is we've got two reasons, okay? There's flavor and there's nutrients. Now, first of all, the peach skin is where all the flavor is. So if you're eating the peach with no skin, where's that flavor? And the second part is the nutrients. Everyone knows those little fuzzies on there? That's where you get the most nutrients. That's where you get your vitamin E's, your vitamin F's, your vitamin 1016, all right? That's where you want it. You want to get those hairs all up over you.
Objection from Pierce.
Yeah, I really have to counter argue this. First off, the world is a very filthy, filthy place. Everywhere there's pollution, and that all lands on the skin of the fruit in question. So to eat that skin is just to really breathe in all of the air that's around you, and that's just nasty. Secondly, have you ever...
Objection from Katie.
The world is not a disgusting place. It is truly beautiful. If you take time to go outside and smell the roses, you will see that there is just magnificence everywhere.
Objection.
Objection from Patrick.
Listen, you're talking about beauty. We all know that beauty is skin deep. So I would go back to the original argument, and I would say we need to eliminate the fruit of the peach and only eat the skin, because that would make that dining experience the most beautiful it could possibly be. And that way, you can eventually become
objection
more beautiful
for Pierce.
yourself.
Yeah, objection. That is so much waste, and that's what's contributing to the pollution here that we're talking about. To throw away what amounts to 98% of the food stuff is just absolutely incredibly wasteful. For anyone who's ever watched the classic movie The Core with Aaron Eckhart, it's just... that shows you just how important the entirety of the whole system is.
Objection.
Objection from Noah.
You're going to sit here and you're going to tell me that an Aaron Eckhart is the entire system? Let me tell you something, buddy. The entire system involves a lot more than just Aaron Eckhart, okay? It involves people like Aaron Sorkin, okay? It involves people like Christian Bale, okay? You're really cutting the surface when it comes to
Objection from Jack.
Objection. Yes, if we're going to talk about peaches and bring up film, we're not going to mention James and the Giant Peach. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. The James and the Giant Peach is possibly the best film of all time.
Objection. James and the Giant Peach gave me nightmares. There's no way that is the best film. James and the Giant Peach gave me nightmares. I watched James and the Giant Peach at the beach with my father, and my mother was not there.
Objection from Jack.
You were not at the beach. You were actually in the lake house. You told me about this in a letter.
Objection.
Objection from Patrick.
The movie The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock gave me nightmares, and I would refrain from talking about that subject because the love is just too real.
Objection. There is nothing wrong with Sandra Bullock. I don't care what you say, Patrick.
Objection.
Objection, Noah.
There actually is something wrong with Sandra Bullock. She has 4 legs. She just knows her angles.
Objection.
Objection from Melanie.
That is sexist. 4 legs is what it took for her to make it as an actor. Do you know how hard it is for 4-legged actresses to work in
Objection
this
from
town?
Patrick.
Objection. This is a bipedal world. We all know that. Any quadrupeds of
Objection
the world.
from Katie.
Objection. Everyone knows dogs are better than people, and they have 4 legs.
Objection from Noah.
There's no way dogs are better than people. I have thumbs. Checkmate, dogs.
Sustained and seen.
Thumbs for the win. Thumbs for the W.
Thumbs for the win. Oh my goodness, that went off the rails a little bit. We actually kept the peach theme for a little while there. All right. Our next game is for Jack and Noah. And it is a game we call Old Job, New Job. So I'm going to need 2 professions, just any random professions. Go ahead and throw them in the chat. And what's going to happen is that Jack is going to be in a new job, but he used to be at an old job. So what are you getting any suggestions in the chat for some options for Jack's varied career path? And
Oh,
his,
yeah.
old age of
Yes, I am. Let's see. We have... Oh, they all just kind of came flooding in at once. We have fireman and restaurant host.
Alrighty. Well, I would say that let's just make it a little more fun and say that Jack is now a fireman actually, let's say Jack is a restaurant host who used to be a fireman. That's going to be even more fun. So, all right, this is old job, new job in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey there. How's it going? My name's Ted. If you need anything, just let me know. How can I get you started with any water?
Oh, yeah. Can I get a tall glass of water with no ice?
No ice water's coming up. Water! We need water now! Anything else for you today?
Well, that was delicious. Thank you very much. I was looking at your menu, and I wondered, is there anything you have hotter than the hot, spicy sandwich?
I'm sorry, is it going to be too hot for you to handle?
No, I want it even hotter.
Even hotter. You need to get in there. Bold pass.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see what we can do. Hey, chef, we need hot. Yeah, we'll sound the alarm and see what we can do to get it on in there.
Oh, sure. Thank you very much.
Ring the alarm? Yeah. They're bringing it down now. Hold on. Right down the fire pole, and we got your sandwich right here.
Thank you very much.
Flaming hot.
I don't want to complain too badly, but it appears as though there's a cat stuck in the rafters up there. It seems to be a kitten. He's mewing quite softly. I wonder if you could help him.
I can help him, all right. Give me that menu if you don't mind.
Oh, sure thing.
Thanks. If I just use this with a few more menus and we... Come here, Fido. Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but this isn't my first time.
Oh my goodness, you're so attractive when you do that. Oh, has me in a tizzy.
You notice.
I guess I'll take a bite of the hot, spicy sandwich.
Hey, I saw you're running low on water. Hold on. How was that sandwich there, buddy?
Oh, just right. Thank you very much.
Hey, anything to help out?
Wait a second.
Yeah?
There's a pickle on here. And I specifically asked for no pickles.
No, look, that's on me. I understand. I'm getting an emergency calling over at table 5, so I got to go respond to that one. Pickles are really not that big a deal because his table is literally on fire.
And scene. Oh my gosh, that made my cheeks hurt. That was fun. Okay. Our next game is for 4 people, and it is for Katie and Noah, and it is called Pillars. And I'm also going to need, let's see, Jack and Patrick. So Katie and Noah are going to do a scene. And I'm going to need a suggestion of a, some weird thing you would find in a junk drawer or under your bed that's not too creepy. And what's going to happen is these guys are going to do a scene, but they're going to kind of forget their line. They're going to have to sort of call for line, and they're going to raise their hand. And Jack and Patrick are going to just throw in whatever word comes to their mind, and Noah and Katie will have to take that and run with it. So Patrick is going to be Katie's pillar, and Jack is going to be Noah's pillar. So do we have a suggestion for some item?
Yes, and by the way, chat, I am aware that there are 2 Noahs. That will be fixed directly. But first, let's see.
More to love, baby. More to love.
You know what? We have an assortment of dad tools.
Okay, an assortment of dad tools, and let's keep this clean, guys. So
I wasn't gonna go there until
I think it was just your mind which they were going there, Melanie, but okay.
So this is a scene about an assortment of dad tools, or something to do with whatever that is. And when they need a line, they will call on their pillars. So Katie and Noah, take it away in 3, 2, and 1.
Honey.
Hey, darling, have you seen my belt? My cool belt?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that. I think Patricia has been playing with it in her room.
Come on, honey, I told you to keep Patricia away from my cool belt. It has all my cool tools in it.
I know she wanted to add some construction paper tools. You know you have to act grateful.
I have to act grateful for a bunch of tools that don't do anything. Oh, look at me, Patricia. I'm going to hammer in this nail with paper. What is that going to teach her?
Babe, you can be so mean sometimes. Now I see where Patricia gets it, honestly.
What do you mean, now you see where Patricia gets it? We all know Patricia gets it from
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. Okay, you feed her all that pumpernickel, and what do you think it's doing to her brain? Everyone knows pumpernickel causes meanness, you idiot.
Oh my God! I can't believe that you would be that mean to me.
You silly dummy.
I am devastated. I just need a
Bird nest.
bird nest outside
what?
so I can live out there away from you and Patricia.
I could build you a bird nest with my cool wrenches, but guess where they are? It's construction paper now.
Well, I thought it was cute and she was being sweet, but...
Oh, you call it sweet? I call it...
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. Okay. That's what I call it. I call it all those pumpernickel sandwiches. Oh, look, Patricia, here's a pumpernickel sandwich. It's 2 pieces of pumpernickel bread with another piece of pumpernickel in it, because I want you to be super mean.
No, the doctor said I can only eat pumpernickel. I just need a minute, because I need a...
Honey.
Lip gloss.
I need a lip gloss, because this whole situation is making me feel very dull and sad, and I just...
Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Lamborghini.
I didn't mean to Lamborghini. Come in here flexing all the cool stuff that I had, like my cool tools. I didn't mean to do that. I know what it does to you. And listen, if Patricia thought that I could use a construction paper screwdriver, which I cannot, but if she thought I could, and I guess to a degree that is not super pumpernickel of her.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that, because lately,
Yes,
I've just been feeling pretty sad, and I think what I need to do is just add a little more
High school diploma
into this situation. I'm gonna just go ahead and get my GED, because if I was more educated, maybe I could leave.
Oh.
And scene. And you should leave.
What are you talking about?
That seems like a very healthy relationship.
That was a sweet guy.
Yeah. No, you are a sweetheart.
He had all the cool...
So our next game is going to be for Pierce and Melanie. It's going to be a game called Scene 3 Ways. And so what the scene's going to be is they're going to take a scene and they're going to take it and do that same scene once regular and then one time in 3 different genres of film or theater. I can't count. I can't talk. Leave me alone, Melanie. So what we need for you guys in the chat is we need genres of films or theater productions or TV shows, something like a musical, not necessarily a musical, but something that we can make these guys act out different scenes in different genres. Chad, could you give me a suggestion of something that has been used before? And while he's looking for a suggestion, I would like to plug CGI merchandise, like this beautiful mug here, or this just lovely darkness that Katie has brought over her camera. So go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, look at this store, buy a t-shirt, buy a mug, buy a onesie if you've had a baby recently, because we have those in the CGI family. Chad is a big baby. He's the baby. So he wears a size 6 months, 12 months onesie. Please send him one. Chad, do we have a suggestion for first what our scene's going to be about?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that I have lost a little weight, so newborn, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, 3 to 6
worked hard on that. But yes, let's see. We do have a suggestion for hairball.
A suggestion for a hairball, okay? Because that's not a genre of film. Welcome back, Katie. Because hairball is not a genre of film, that's what our scene will be about.
Exactly, yeah.
Genres of film.
Yeah, 3 genres of film. Wow. Okay, there's actually a lot this time. We have infomercial.
Infomercial, love that.
We have a noir.
Film noir, love that.
And we have sorry. Home workout video.
Home workout video. I put homework.
A homework video.
Very, very different thing. That's just e-learning. That's just boring. All right, so home workout video is our third option. So this is going to be seen 3 ways. First, our scene is going to be regular, about a hairball, in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, honey,
Sorry,
that sounds terrible.
No,
We need to get you to a doctor.
I don't want to go to the doctor again. They just tell me the same thing. Stop licking.
Well,
And I'm not stopping the lick.
listen, I don't want to. When we got together, when I met you, you were licking all kind of things, and I put up with it, and it's now to the point that it's affecting your health, and I am concerned about you, and I think we just need to limit licking things that have so much material getting caught in your throat.
Always been just so anti-lick, and it's
not
part
fair.
of me. It's part of my identity. It's part of who I am. I'm a licker.
I know you are. And we all have, things that we just can't let go of. But when it starts to affect relationships and health, and your father died young because of licking.
But he died happy because of licking.
And scene. All right.
What was even going on in that scene? I don't get it.
You're young. When you're older, you'll get it.
You guys were snickering like there was some subtext.
All the boomers love licking, and so I want to see that same scene now as an infomercial. So this is Scott as a licker in need of medical advice, as an infomercial in 3, 2, and 1.
Have you found that your husband can't take things into his throat anymore when he's licking the things he used to lick when he was young?
I used to be able to lick so much better. Used to love my licking.
It has become a problem with us. And that's why I wanted to reach out to you, because there are products that can help. They break down the materials in the throat so that you can continue to lick to your heart's content and still digest all that hair.
I don't want to go back to the doctor. He'll just tell me to stop licking. I need this instead.
Yes, it's treatable at home and it's over the counter.
You always used to like it when I licked.
And I still do, honey. I just worry about your health, and that's why I really hope that you'll start taking care of yourself with these new products. And there's even a product for every single possible kind of hair you want to lick.
If my dad had had this, he would not have died so young of licking.
No, he
would
wouldn't
have
have.
happily licking until he was 100.
Well,
And scene.
Science.
Oh, I feel like we can just call it scene one way, guys. But that is the game. We do have to see this 2 more times. Now as a film noir, in 3, 2, and 1.
I've told you before, you gotta not be licking the things that you just see on the streets. Dangerous times these days.
She walked into my office, already complaining about my licking. I knew that she liked it anyway. That's right. I'm a licker.
I noticed that. I heard you hacking before I even walked in the door. I thought, that's a man that has licked every substance in this room.
I've been looking for years. Looking high, looking low, looking left, looking right. But it wasn't until she walked in that my licking life was about to change. You just want to change me. You want to change my licking.
Of course I want to change you. The times are changing. The years are progressing. You can't be stuck in the old days, my friend. You can't be smoking and licking. It's not healthy for you. I'm going to have to get you to a doctor. We're going to have to end this.
I wasn't about to go back to a doctor. I'm not about to go back to a doctor.
I know you're scared. You're scared of a lot of things. It's why you lick.
That's right. But I've been licking a lot longer than you've been around. I've been licking. My dad taught me how to lick.
Your dad died at 29 years old.
She knew my dad. My dad died happy.
And scene. All right. I think everyone's happy in this story.
I can't remember what the last scene is, but I'm scared.
The last thing is a home workout video. So all you lickness enthusiasts, here we go. You guys dug yourself in this hole. Now dig yourselves out. Or lick yourselves out. Doesn't matter. In 3, 2, and 1.
And
Wow, it's amazing that you can do this with that, what is it, emphysema? What's going on with you?
I don't know, because I won't go to a doctor. I do everything at home by myself on the screen.
Well, you know what? I noticed that you were licking your yoga mat. Is that why you're coughing?
That may be, but you know what? I like to lick. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. I think Wow.
Wow, I'm having trouble seeing the screen. I started the Zoom class. Oh, thank you for cleaning that. I'm really convinced that even though we will be meeting again in person, that I think I'm just going to stay in Zoom classes with you, if you don't mind.
I mean, you've got to appreciate the lick.
Yeah.
Don't start changing my licking.
I'm not trying to change your licking. I just, I used to work out with your dad, and if I remember correctly, he kind of started licking all the people in his classes, and, well, I think somebody killed him.
Well, he died doing what he loved, licking yoga mats.
He did.
And scene.
Oh, it was yoga mats. I got it. That is funny.
Okay, what's
For
so
those
sad?
of you who tuned in for just that game, well, you're not on the stream anymore.
We're sorry.
So.
We're sorry. Yeah, and the saddest part of it all is that I'm actually out of breath from chair airlifting. So I missed the gym. All right. So we're going to just move quickly past that very weird lickography of lickness. So we're going to do Chaotic Newscasters. This is a fun game for us. It's a new game that we like to play on Zoom, and it's something that we probably couldn't do if we met in person. But this is a game for pretty much everybody but Katie and me. We're going to sit out and watch this. But what's going to happen is we've got Noah is our anchor in the studio, and he is going to go to his 3 reporters. We've got Pierce is on the street, we've got Patrick on the weather, and Jack and sports. So what I need are some personality traits or something, because Noah's going to we're going to endow these guys, these 3 reporters on the street. So, or in the studio, or wherever they are. So I need like a weird twitch, celebrity, a character, you're morphing into something, going through some change like menopause, but not menopause. Just whatever's kind of coming to your mind. Maybe like they just got stung by a bee, or just something that seems just crazy that you want to see these guys be endowed with. Are we getting anything, Chad? I see you smiling, so.
Oh yeah. Someone who can't stop dabbing.
Somebody that can't stop dabbing. All right. Let's see what else we got, and then we'll assign them.
Someone who's convinced the rapture is happening tomorrow.
Okay, that's Pierce. I'm sorry. Because I'm looking at what's behind you. on your screen. So Fierce is on the street, and he believes the rapture is happening tomorrow. Okay, what else?
Gradually turning into a bald eagle.
That's going to be Jack doing sports. And
Thank you. I'll take the rapture. Yes.
Someone who thought they had a promotion but just found out they didn't.
And there we go with the perfect endowment for Patrick, because I feel like he probably lives that. So
I get passed over for a lot of promotions. I'm not a very hard worker. Yeah.
You got that kind of Passover face. That sounded weird. That sounded way more Jewish than I meant it to be. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the stream, everyone.
We are having a silly night. All right. So this is okay. I'm gonna go away. This is Chaotic Newscasters in 3, 2, and 1.
Hello, welcome to BWN19 TV. My name is Janet Jackson. Yes, that's a boy's name. We're coming at you live tonight with our top story. There's a bear downtown who's giving out cupcakes for free. We go now live to our reporter on the street, Tito Jackson. Tito, how's it looking?
Thanks, Janet. I'm here on the street. That's right. There's a bear giving away cupcakes like there's no tomorrow. Because there isn't. That's right. It's the second coming. It's the rapture. You better get your house in order. All of these people behind me, most of them will still be here tomorrow. Will you, or will you be lifted up into eternal salvation? This guy here? Nope, he's going here.
Blur his face. Can we blur that guy's face?
This woman here, definitely a whore. This guy, probably
blurring.
Probably good to go. So Janet, that's a girl's name. You're probably not going to heaven with that name.
Well, thank you,
Giving away
Tito.
cupcakes, yes.
Hey, yeah, we're getting them all blurred, right? Okay, thank you. All right, we're going to
no
jump
blurring
on.
in God's eyes, Tito.
All right, thank you, Tito. Thank you.
Okay, sign
All right. All right. Good. All right. We're going to jump on over to the weather tonight with our number one meteorologist. I take you now to Cindy Crawford, also a boy's name. Cindy, how are we doing?
Thank you so much, Janet. So glad to join you tonight as the chief meteorologist here for. Oh, sorry, hold on. I just need to not. Oh, I've just been passed a note that changes the forecast a little bit.
Everything all right over there?
Well, we're expecting a little rain, and I had really had planned on celebrating Friday night, but the low is going to be 95, and the high is upside down 92. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep this professional. So Tuesday I was told that I had been doing really well at work, and that reviews would be Wednesday, and it's gonna rain. It's raining even harder now. Back to you in the studio, Chad, and I can't.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like you need to pack your umbrella in case Cindy gets another bad review.
Or your halo.
Tito, get out of here. Tito, don't come to work tomorrow. You're not going to. All right. We're going to jump on over finally for sports with my very good friend and our best sports analyst, Albert Yankovic. Albert, what have you got for us?
Well, thanks. I thought I'd be doing swimming, but here we are in the NBA bubble. No Olympics, but it'll do. The NBA is lighting up today as we have the Heat versus the Bucks. Game 3. Things are going great. Fantastic. Again, no swim
Albert,
team.
you all right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Are you coming down with a cold or anything?
No, I'm feeling great. They actually screen you. You got to make sure you got to make sure you're good in the to make sure you get past all the COVID things. People are not actually out. The people you see behind me are not actually people. They're actually holograms. They try and throw off the players. I actually am not even allowed to be here right now. I'm only allowed to be a bird's eye view.
Oh, he's acting much more normal now. That's the Albert that I know. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to WBN 19 TV. I'm your host, Janet Jackson. It's a freaking guy's name.
You're going to hell.
And scene. Oh my gosh, you guys. Killing me. That was fun. That was so fun. All right. Let's try to get a couple more in here if we can. I really want to try emo coasters. We're going to need a lot of suggestions of emotions from the audience. And this is a game for Katie and Patrick. So just start throwing them down. Like, you know, you got the 7 dwarfs plus maybe 3 more. So start getting those in. And what's going to happen is, and then Chad, if you can pull a suggestion that we didn't use earlier, any suggestion would be great. What's going to happen is these guys are going to do a scene based on that suggestion. And I am going to throw out different emotions, and they'll have to adapt that emotion and carry it into the scene. So when you start getting them, let me know, Chad, and I will try to put them in the chat.
Certainly. They're coming in pretty heavy right now. So
Nice.
let's start with right off the bat, pure rage, and they put it in all caps.
Okay, pure rage, all caps.
Frightened.
Frightened.
Ambivalence. I'm not aware of how to spell that.
Ambivalence.
Flirty.
Flirty.
Glee. I feel the need to do the emotions as I'm doing it.
Oh, yes, I love it.
Suspicion.
This is the game, actually.
Yeah. Chad emotes a suspicion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just name an emotion and Chad will do it. And scene.
Festive.
Festive. The emotion of festivity.
Hey, that's what they told me during Christmas. Dramatic.
That's going to be hard. All right, maybe one more.
Coy.
Coy. And do you have a suggestion from way back?
Certainly. Referee.
All right. So this is Emo Coaster with Katie and Patrick. It's going to have something to do with a referee, and I'm going to chime in when I feel like it with some emotions. So this is Emo Coasters in 3, 2, 1.
Listen, boss, you know, I'm trying to be the best basketball referee I could possibly be, but I just don't understand the game. I'm not from this country, you know.
Yes, I've been meaning to talk to you about that because we're getting some complaints about you. And
What? You're getting complaints about me? I'm doing my best. Every time I go to a game, I'm like, foul there, you're ejected there. The entire game's called off. You getting complaints about me?
Glee.
Yes, we are. And it is great because we get to shut down the whole thing early and send everybody home. But
I just get so excited when I see everyone just they get so angry with me, and I can't help myself but keep calling fouls on them, even though I don't know the rules, you know.
Pure rage, all caps.
And I feel like it's kind of a bit your fault that I don't know the rules, you know. I came here thinking I'm going to be the best referee I can, and you don't even explain what the game's called to me. I do infer for myself that it's basketball.
No. Isn't that just like a millennial shifting the blame to everyone else? You know what? It is your responsibility to pick up a freaking book and learn how to do your job.
Pick up a book.
Suspicious.
Pick up a book. You think I'm going to go to something that's been sitting on a shelf for 15 years, and that's going to be the most up-to-date information? I think not. I think I know where the truth lies, and the truth lies elsewhere.
You know what? You're probably right. I think maybe we've both been duped.
The entire thing's a conspiracy. They're trying to keep us out of the game because we're boring, or I am at least.
Festive.
Well, maybe I'm foreign too. I'm not even sure.
So what I'm thinking is how we get back at them is when I blow the whistle, I'll play Hail to the Queen. Or God Save the Queen, whatever the song's called.
Yes.
I'm not a very good Englishman. And people will know the tune, and they'll start to celebrate the 4th of July because they'll know that they're independent from England now.
Coy.
Oh. Yeah. I like the way you think.
Oh well. I mean, it's just an idea, you know. I was thinking, you know, we could have a little celebration for ourselves, you know. And once we get this all sorted out, if you let me keep my job, you know, we can do a whole Boston Tea Party thing where you let me put some tea and some water and we serve it to each other, you know.
Frightened.
You have a lot of ideas, and frankly, I'm not sure what all of them mean. So.
No. Listen. You can't go deporting me here. I can't lose my job here. I'll be left out of the country if I lose my job. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me at all.
Flirty.
I guess I do have that power though.
What are you getting at? I mean, I'll do anything to stay here in this country.
Oh, well, in that case, I think maybe we can work something out.
And scene. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious. That was weird. All right.
There was a bet in the pre-show where someone bet me $5 if I could say what. So Melanie owes me $5.
Yes, I owe you $5. Just keep that mug, I guess, or my hat. All right, so Chad, we're going to do for our last game, we're going to do a game that Chad is going to guide us through for the night.
Absolutely, folks. We here at Chaotic Good Improv, we don't just see ourselves as hilariously funny people. We also see ourselves as something of experts in life decisions and life advice of all types. So what I'm going to need from you is just a whole bunch of questions, and just keep them coming throughout this game about any burning questions that you have about your life, or any decisions you need to make, or any advice that you need. Because what we're going to do is we're going to provide said advice to you. But we're not just good at giving advice, we're also really bad at it, and we can be even worse at it. So when you ask for advice, we're going to give you the full range of options, from good to bad to worse. And you'll give me the questions, I'll give it to our panel of experts, and we'll select a few to answer your questions. So right off the bat, let's see here. Sea Trickster 1 has an interesting problem. How do you kick out a couch surfer? We need good advice on this. I think I saw Noah with the good advice.
Listen, you got a couch surfer. You got to sit down and be honest with them, all right? You got to set boundaries, and you got to say, hey, man, a week turned into 2 weeks, 2 turned into 3, 4, 5. You know how to count. I think it's time you find your own pad. And I think if they have respect for you and you have respect for them, you'll get what you want.
That was sweet somehow, but let's go a little less sweet with Melanie with the bad advice. I saw your hand first.
Couch surfer, you just go ahead and take those couch cushions out into the water and let them get on it and surf out, and the cushions will start to get heavier and heavier with the water, and they'll slowly start to sink.
Waterboarding, always a great time.
Yeah.
Worse advice than that, Patrick.
Have you ever considered a nudist lifestyle? And to add on to that, make sure you really, really turn up that heat. You get nice and sweaty. That way, when you walk in and you start talking to them, all they see are your sweaty dangly bits, and then they'll get out pretty quickly.
Sweaty Dangly Bits was the name of my college band. Wow. Okay. Jazrayo2 in the chat. How do I avoid burnout? We need good advice on this, guys. Pierce.
So burnout is really just it's overextending yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And so to avoid burnout, it's really a question of moderation and making sure that you're not taking on too much, that you're taking your temperature, not just physical, but spiritual, emotional, and mental as well, and knowing how to set your limits and boundaries.
Wow, I'm taking notes here. All right, bad advice from Jack.
Water you ordered, and while I'm at it, stop, drop, and roll.
Okay. Throwback. And worse advice from Katie.
So the thing is, if you're feeling burnout, it's because you have time to sit and think about how you're feeling. So what you really should be doing is trying to fill your schedule with as much stuff as humanly possible. Actually, you want it to be humanly impossible for you to do the amount of things that you have committed to. And then when you reach that point, be sure to take out your rage on all the people you love.
That is cathartic. I love
That's
it.
about right, yeah.
Preach. Okay. Eagle Panini with a real problem. My coworker is a loud eater. What do I do? Good advice from Patrick.
Invest in a great pair of headphones. You want to keep a good workplace relationship by not letting petty things really take away from your working relationship. So what I would say is ignore the issue. Get some nice Bose over-the-ear headphones that drowns out all the noise and lets you play some great music. Even might help you be more productive in your day-to-day work.
All right. I'm actually going to get some now. Bad advice from Noah.
Listen. Your coworker's eating a little bit too loud. You got to solve the root of the problem. Get rid of that food. If your coworker's walking in with a bag, smack it onto the ground and watch it scatter onto the floor. They're not going to eat it off the ground. The best they're going to be able to find is a smoothie, baby.
Okay. And for the worst advice, I saw Melanie.
Ketamine. Just sprinkle it right on the food. Just, little bits. You can even start with their first bite. Oh, look over there. A little more. They'll be awfully quiet fairly quickly.
Keep a shaker of it. Hey, right on the table. Why not?
Mm-hmm. K-shake. Little K-shake.
Let's see. This is probably the most meta one I've seen in a while. What is the best suggestion to use at an improv show? We need good advice on this one. Good advice from Pierce.
Just really whatever pops into your head, because it's up to us to really make it work in the scene. So just the best thing to do is just act. Just say something, anything, doesn't matter what.
Okay, I saw Melanie with the bad advice.
If it's a scene with a woman, just try to make sure that you endow her as anything from a hooker to a whore to stupid, things that she won't be able to deny because she's a good improviser. And it will ruin the scene.
I feel like we just got a lesson there. All right. And worst advice from Patrick.
You want to take the best lessons and the best improv suggestions come from history. Take like the early 1940s in Germany, for example, or the Trail of Tears. Things like bread lines in Soviet Russia. Things that really highlight human suffering is the key to creating phenomenal comedy. That's what my coworkers tell me, by the way. They have suggested things many times and that were things I didn't want to do.
That answer had layers. I'm not sure we went there. All right, finally, with the last question, Rock'n'Rolla 0928 wants to know how to handle people who make uncomfortably long eye contact, and we're going to need some good advice on this one from Patrick.
The key is to set boundaries. Say, hey, listen, especially during COVID season, we're wearing masks. We want you to make sure you're staying away, and just say, hey, the eye contact, I could really do without it. Just look away every once in a while, please, please. I'm begging you.
It works. And Melanie with the bad advice.
You just go right back at him. You just go right back at him, and you just stare and stare. And if you cannot blink,
I need a hug.
yeah.
Worst
They'll run
advice.
away.
Worst advice. Take us home, Katie.
So in the animal kingdom, a lot of times eye contact is a form of aggression. So really what you want to do when you notice someone first making eye contact with you is just take them out before they have an opportunity to attack you. So as soon as you get that prolonged eye contact, just like bam, because they might be looking to attack. You got to strike first or you're going to get hit.
And scene.
And scene. And this,
I learned a
Give
lot.
us the best advice of the night. It's to not take any of our advice. Please.
yes, don't take any of our advice.
Except for the ketamine one. My coworker, take Melanie's advice.
Having a K-shaker is a life changer. But seriously, we do not give good advice. These are my only friends, pretty much. And that says a lot. So I wouldn't take any advice I give. No, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this very weird, unpredictable, and silly show. We have really enjoyed doing shows for you guys. We desperately miss doing them in person with each other. We haven't seen each other since March, and it's hard. But we have enjoyed sort of finding a way to bring some funny to you guys while you're, quarantining at home. So thank you so much for taking an hour or so and joining us tonight, for throwing those amazing suggestions. Chad, is there anything you want to throw out there before we close out this show?
Yes. First of all, I want to echo what Melanie just said. Thank you so much for the suggestions tonight. They were strong and hilarious. You guys did a great job with that tonight. And of course, the cast just ran with it and couldn't do it without you. You really make the show. On top of that, thanks for also helping support making the show through your financial support. And a special thanks to I'm Nini OK, Eagle Panini, RM Little, and Piercing Wit, and Rock and Rolla 0928, who all gave via bits and subscription donations. We really do appreciate that. Hiller Burton and eConklin72, yet again, thank you so much for the follows. And guys, just remember, keep giving out the links. Twitch.tv/Chaotic Good Improv. Share the Facebook, share the YouTube. Share the website, chaoticgoodimprov.com, and just let folks know that we're doing this. We had a great crowd tonight, and looking forward to reaching even more people with this gift of the funny that we like giving out to everyone. So thank you so much for everything. And also a very special thank you, and I had a surprise plan tonight. Unfortunately, Twitch didn't quite work with me on this timing-wise, but Pierce, first of all, birthday boy. So this is Pierce's birthday, and he spent it with us. So thank you so much, Pierce, for sharing your birthday with us. I was going to try to get Pierce's long-awaited, and this has actually been a question from the audience.